mentality, the characteristics, attitudes of mind or way of thinking of a person or a group. Mentality can be your mindset or your way of thinking. The mentality of your thinking can be jarred or triggered, or it relates to simply as urges, your instincts, your desires, or your feelings. They are the leaders to allowing you to actually look at what is your mentality. Like, how do you think to deal with life? I wanted to bring this out and talk about it because it's been a while since I've done a video, but the mentality of mankind and individuals that I keep encountering and watching, observing, hearing, and dealing with, I get so frustrated, and of course I get so resentful. And I'm talking about the world, not just those of us that have the process of recovery from substance abuse and the freedom from active addiction. I'm talking about just human beings in general, because the mentality is poor, it's sad, and the decision making comes from these desires, these urges. Your way of thinking is very, very concerning because you're caught up in a trap. You're caught up in this element that society has laid out on us. The blueprint is so well created that it's imprinted in your character and your personality, and it's different segments. A lot of us are aware of prison, incarceration, but a lot of you are in denial, not even aware of the prison, incarceration, and even taking a risk of saying the slavery mentality in the manner of just living life, because you're out to what? Try to live successfully, accumulate some money, live in peace. Some people chooses to have a religion and follow that religion to the fullest, and not knocking any of this in the manner of how it's coming out, but I just want to wake some people up. Your mentality is causing your destruction, and you don't even realize it. And those who do don't matter, because it doesn't matter to you in that essence, because you're just continuing to be who you are. Your conflicts are defeating you because you lack the ability to actually increase your thinking. It's in a box. How do you get free when you won't even use the keys that already rely inside you? This is truly a challenge for many of us. But I was hoping to touch someone who actually needed to hear this. If your conflicts is based on, coming from a world that a lot of people always see on TV, or they actually hear about it, but they never experienced it. Violence is real today. Loss of life is never going to stop, but it's just increased, and it's just such a shame because we're swallowed up in the plot and the plan. And please don't take this video as a political thing. I'm talking about as human beings. I want you to take a soul-searching look at yourself. I want you to actually check out your thinking. I get growth and maturity comes with the aspect of living life and life on life terms, but are your decisions causing you to continue to stay locked down and broken? Are your urges continue to control you? Because we know we're not just talking about drinking and drugging. We're talking about lying. We're talking about being violent. We're talking about insecurities. We're talking about self-defeating belief system. And mostly it comes from your thinking, because you lack courage to actually choose to do better. And I get it. You don't want to believe in everything that's being offered to you, but you want to believe in something. And the things you choose to believe in presently, take a look in the mirror, or take a look at your own life, and you'll see that your destruction is based off of your own choices. I don't believe I'm going to actually be able to control the system that governs this world. But what I do believe is that I value my level of freedom that I've obtained. I still face challenges. I still deal with the urges. My mentality still wants to go back to what's familiar, but it's up to me to try to keep moving forward. What I'm left with is those feelings that comes from the mentality and the instincts. Instincts aren't always bad. Just because of what my instincts are, you may not agree with yours. But at the same time, what are you doing about you? Because what I'm trying to do for me is make sure I don't participate in self-destruction. If I get into a conflict with someone, I have to make some decisions. If I get with a disagreement with society, or for example, I purchased a phone, it's been over 4 months, the phone company has the phone, but yet still they haven't sent me one. But if it was vice versa, I'm the bad guy. Or if the TV stations or the newspaper print anything out about me, all of those of you who read it or hear it will create your own belief system, and you'll run off a mentality that I'm just the worst person in the world. Yes, I've done videos about stigma and all those things that come along in the process, but it's not just based on the disease of addiction, it's based on the mentality of mankind. Where are you at in actually knowing who you are? Beyond the fact of being nice or lovable, or just don't give a shit because you just gonna live the way you live. Like, is there more to you than just that? Mentality is a very serious thing. I'll say it again. The mentality is guided by your instincts, your urges, your desires, your feelings. Listen, your mindset is maybe your worst enemy, because you're locked into, like I said, the prison mentality. You may not want to get out. Yeah, there's a video I've done on institutionalization, and you probably just stuck because you're comfortable, it's familiar, and you probably have fear. Fear in the manner of that you don't want to change. And yeah, you want to be successful, you want to love somebody, you want finances, but at the same time, even if you get those things, they're not going to last because you're broken and you can't handle it. So you're not going to be able to maintain them because your ability to be responsible, you don't have. You're still a child in an adult body, looking for someone to always take care of your needs and fix it, and temper tantrums, even developing into a body of an adult, still manifest. You're still needing someone to feed you when you should have the ability to feed yourself. Mentality, what is yours? What is your mentality? What are you striving for? Are you satisfied with your condition and your process of life? Are you just taking a shortcut? Listen, choose whatever is going to be your satisfaction, but at the same time, stop blaming people for your decision. That's basically what it comes down to. Mentality should be of value. Search yourself and find out, are you choosing the right things for you? Because as long as I'm alive and I'm feeling, I'm going to always be left with a choice. I know that there's concepts of feelings are a fact, but it's a fact that I feel. I want to stay in reality. I don't want to be governed. I don't want to incarcerate myself. I don't want to be murdered. I don't want to be violated. I don't want to be disrespected. So I have to do my best. If I'm going to sacrifice my life on the basis of dealing with people, I need to be okay with my choices. Not for the simple fact that I'm just conditioned and I haven't taken a chance to mature and change. For the simple fact that I found some freedom, and the responsibility to maintain it is doing my best with my decisions. As long as I'm breathing, I'm going to feel. What about you? Mentality is real. Improve your thinking. Watch your interaction with people. Conflicts are necessary, but they're not always to destroy you. They don't have to be the end of your demise. Thank you for tuning in. This is John McNeil. Helping other people evolve is what I do.